All right, Coach, it is a cold night in western Pennsylvania as we bring you inside Heinz Field here in Pittsburgh. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Pittsburgh Steelers. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They'll run on first down. Blackburn call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. They'll try the left side. Blackburn. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. On third down, Mayfield. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
And the Browns first down.
On first down, Blackburn. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. On second down, Blackburn, and he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Alert, 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 alert. Hey, high 7. Point it right, point it right, point it right.
Mayfield off the play fake, and he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. T.J. Watt has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Hurry! Run, run, run. Alert, 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 alert. Hey, wahoo!
After the sack on first down, Mayfield, he's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 32-yard line. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Hurry, hurry. Regular, regular, regular.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Alert!
Mayfield now. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off.
Bravo! Check. Hey, alert 33.
Mayfield. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Oh, this ball hangs out to the right. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. That opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Oliver. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Operating from the gun, Peterson. Escaping the pressure right. Going down the middle, and it's complete. That's good for 28 yards. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions, because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there, and in a big way.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. First carry for James Conner. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with the NC State man. It's Jalen Samuels. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Team 6. Ready to go.
Here's Peterson to throw on 2nd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. To throw is Peterson. From the gun, he'll throw. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Regular.
A first down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. And it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Hey, alert!
Mayfield to throw it this time. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Check 43. King.
On first down, Blackburn nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Hurry.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Point it right.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield, and his throw's going to be incomplete. The rookie from Michigan there defensively, that's Devin Bush making the play.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
He's going one run. He's got to double up.
Now Mayfield. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. And it's a fumble. And it looks like Steeler football. It is.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
They start the drive with Conner. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down now, it's Oliver. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On 3rd down, Oliver. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield, guy who can take it the distance. But a short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, he's a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. Going to throw deep for the end zone. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 14th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Josh Lambo now for the point after. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now.
And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Regular. Lucky.
Third and long for Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on third and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
And logo. Now.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Set up. 18 Gator.
6-man. Check curls.
Ready.
Now Peterson off the play fake. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Spawn. Hey, Sam off.
Throwing on third and long. Peterson. Open man, it's Fournette. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye.
Pilot, 64, weak.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On the run, it's Oliver. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Peterson operating from the gun. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On is Josh Lambo for the field goal try.
A 30-yard attempt.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Browns drive about to get started. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Thomas, the intended target. And now it's second down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Hurry! Mike. Hey, alert! Watch the screen! Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Shift.
To throw, Mayfield. Going deep here for Landry. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. Landry, the intended target.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From the gun, Peterson. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Peterson from the gun, he'll throw. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
On the ready.
Mike's 50. Focus, defense, focus.
5.
Peterson throwing on first down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Mike.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. This is fielded at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock down and go to the locker room.
They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And he's got room.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. He's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Jordan Willis. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. They run it here with Oliver. And an alley to run. There he goes, right side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. With touchdown number 15 on the year and second of the game. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the lead is now 24. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10.
Watch the shit. Hey, watch it.
They'll keep it on the ground. Blackburn. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Alert!
Brings up second and 9.
Hey, alert 33.
38-yard line.
55, Mike, 55. That's right, baby. They don't want it. Hurry! Roy. Hey, check Mike. Watch 55. All day, baby, all day. Real.
On second and 9, Mayfield. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. But now it'll be third down. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-on throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Hey, orbit.
Mike 59. Stop your whining. 59 Mike, 59 Mike. Check, 59. Let him know.
Now Mayfield on fourth down. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off here, the 32, the 30, 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. Well, this has just been obviously a dreadful day for him throwing the football. Now 4 interceptions. This one leads to 6 points going the other direction. Tough.
Yeah, it is, and this feels old school to me because you never really took out your starting quarterback back in the good old days. No matter what was going on, he was your guy, and you rode him for better or for worse. In today's football, usually we've got a backup who's warmed up and is coming to the game, so you can see an old school approach here that's not really benefiting him at this point.
The Browns drive about to get started. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us. Now Mayfield lost the football, and it's picked up by the Steelers. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because...
And he's in! Touchdown, Steelers! A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Operating from the gun, Peterson. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
A second down throw for Mayfield. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. A gain there of 30 big ones.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain.
59 Mike, 59 Mike. 59. Go. Go.
A first down throw for Mayfield. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. A good pickup there at 22. Mayfield now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And the pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Aaron Donald. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And they are going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line.
180.
59. Who that? Who that? Shift.
Hurry.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
180. Regular.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Hurry.
Tight yard.
On 2nd down, Blackburn. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Watch out.
Topper. Pistol.
Hey, alert 3. You go tight. You got tight.
They'll keep it on the ground. Blackburn. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4.
Hey, dude.
Fourth down, Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
6-6, bullet high, 5.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Get in the weight room.
Now Peterson to throw again. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough 3rd down. Well, that 2nd down completion, something of a disaster, and now they're left with 3rd and long.
Under 10, 10. Mike, 53, Mike. Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 17. Looking to throw. Peterson. He's going to launch it for Washington. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Trying to get it to Landry there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Point it right. Hurry.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey.
Run.
Hey, tight. Check 50.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Mayfield looks to throw. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry.
Let's go.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Regular.
They go play action here on 1st down. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
Switch it.
King.
18 on the play. And the Browns 1st down.
Hey, alert 33.
Mike 55. Check 55, Mike.
Mayfield on 1st down. And now here's another interception. Picked off down at the 10. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. He was looking for Landry that time. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
53 at the line. Let's go.
At their 48-yard line.
They go again with Oliver. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
That's good for a Steelers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10.
You don't want none.
Here's a carry for Oliver. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now a play fake here on first down. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
They'll run on first down. It's Oliver. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 15-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Blackburn. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. The Browns on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
Yeah, they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
I love the modern game, but that was a throwback right there to see the big man with football, running, knocking people aside, and picking up yardage. That takes me back to the 60s, the 70s, when fullbacks ruled the earth.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47.
They're running, man. Alert!
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down.
Kings!
Mike's 59! Mike's 59!
Hurry! Hey, Foxtrot!
59 Mike, check.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Joe Schobert. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Peterson now throwing on third and long. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20, and his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And my goodness, another interception. He's picked off at his own 47. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who.
And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Peterson now operating from the gun. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter.
And under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you... yeah, it's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
One last shot for Mayfield here. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. The extra point is good, but it only impacts the final score as this game comes to a close. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.